We know it sucks, but rejection is part and parcel of the dating game, of course. And we get to be rejected in so many aspects. But today I'm going to be talking about the dating part of being rejected. And being able to correctly undo and accept rejection is an even bigger part of it, of course, because for you to know that you're really a catch, it doesn't mean like everyone will feel the same about you. Looking at yourself, looking like, okay, I'm so beautiful, I'm so handsome, so people don't tend to reject me, something like that. So today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips, let's say 10 do's and don'ts to, to deal with rejection. So before I get into the video proper, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. Here we get to upload trending videos, trending shows, talk shows, and show reviews. So let's get into the video proper. Number one, don't insult them. That probably sounds obvious, right? Well, apparently not. We know not everyone does it, but there is a small group of people who sadly will resort to petting and calling after they've not gotten the answer they wanted. You can't be complimenting the person you fancy 1 minute and then completely change your mind because of the world's no thanks. You might actually have someone that really likes you that couldn't do without you, when people rejecting you and you feel like, okay, why should I be nice to you? It doesn't mean it's personal. It doesn't mean you necessarily did anything wrong, but it's just something you can't control at all. So don't just insult them. Yes. Just it's something that happens. It happens. It happens. And number two, do accept the rejection. The only way you get over rejection is by accepting it. When you're told the news, it might hurt, it might piss you off, and those are feelings you're allowed to have. It is necessary for you to have those kind of feelings. Just take a couple of seconds if you need to, but make sure you're mature and calm in your response. Don't get all over the place, shouting, ranting, nagging, and all sorts. Chances are they'll have been nervous about telling you, so try to tell them not to worry. Be honest with them and enjoying your time with them, which leads to nicely into our next point. And number three, do be honest. Just be honest with yourself about how you feel. If you feel rejected and someone just broke the news to you, like, okay, I'm not interested again, I guess I am done with all this, again, I'm not going all the way forever with you, acknowledge those feelings and make sure you handle them correctly. Don't let them manifest themselves into your anger over something so little. If you do want to let them know your feelings, do so honestly and calmly. Don't get all the shouting so they can't get the message, because if you're getting all shouty and they don't really get the message, but being calm to them, it really stuck into their brain like that. Nobody wants their text to end up on bye, bye bye. So we get that getting a bye from someone, getting a done, getting a I'm not interested again. It could be very hurtful sometimes, very, very hurtful. But remember, it's not their fault and you shouldn't be taking it out on them. Something might want something to happen. And number four, don't try to change their mind. A thought out an intense message asking them to reconsider isn't going to help your cause. Sadly, we've all been there thinking this text is to the ex is really a great idea. But really, we all know better than that. Although they may be the only one person that you want to be right there and right now, and you feel like you're my world, I can't do without you. In the long run, you realize no one deserves to be with someone that doesn't want to be with them. That is the bitter truth. You deserve better than that too. You deserve better. And number five, don't rule out friendship. There is no reason that if you get on before you ask the question, then you'll get on after the question. As long as you don't make a big problem about it and deal with the rejection maturely, then this person can still be in your life if they want to be. Sometimes it can be the start of a really good friendship, so don't go cutting any ties because it didn't really work out romantically. Some things might not really work out with you being lovers, but it can actually work out with you being friends. You can actually get along more better. We have cases of people that got married and divorced, and later they have been friends and they relate more better when they are friends than when they were in a relationship. And number six, do remember that they don't owe you anything. There is a correct way to find out why you've been rejected if that's what you're wanting from the situation. Just accept the no phrase. The question is a matured and calm way, and if it don't give you that answer, try not to force it out of them. They don't really have to tell you. Because there are some things better left unsaid. Because if you get to know them, you might really be more hurtful than you are. So there are some things that are better left unsaid. So just don't force it. Just let it go and let them be, stuff like that. And number seven, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Rejection is a completely normal thing to happen, and what's more, it happens to everyone. I've been through it, I've seen so many people been through it, and so it happens to everyone, literally everyone. Sometimes it can feel like a big deal. Try to remember that there could be a million reasons as to why they don't want to go out again. It could be to do with their personal insecurities, family based, career based, or simply because they wouldn't want to risk the friendship. And there are very few reasons on you having done something wrong caused by you. Yeah, caused by you, because you don't have to tell yourself you're stupid or that you made a mistake, because we're all used to that. There was a time I got rejected and I was like, I've been so stupid. I'm such a fool. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? There is more to be learned from failure than success. You are not to blame, and rejection does not define you. Don't let it take the better part of you. And number eight, don't understand it wasn't meant to be. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't focus. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Just focus on other things in your life you're working on. Take on new projects. Let yourself get excited about these things. If you're really meant to happen, then it will have happened. There will be something out there and it's meant to happen, and just because it's not what you want right now, it doesn't mean it's not the right for you when it does come along. There are so many exciting things in life that you have nothing they have nothing they have nothing to do with romance, and so there's plenty to focus on. You can take on a new job, take on a new project, take on a new hobby that would actually drive your attention away from being rejected or make you overthink or something like that. And number nine, do realize that rejection is normal. For sure, you don't need us to say, you don't need me to say this again, because rejection is normal, completely normal, and it happens to everyone. Okay, that was the last time. As long as you promise to remember that, I'm not going to repeat that point again. Rejection is normal. Don't see it as if it is the end of the world for you. It is so, so, so normal. It helps you restabilize, it helps you rejuvenate, it helps you see a lot of things from a different perspective. It even makes your thinking more clearer. It happens that there are sometimes that bad things happen to us and we get to like see new ideas, get new innovations, and you know, it helps a lot. It helps, I told you. And the last but not the least, number 10, do remember that not all rejection is romantic. Exactly. Rejection is a part of a lot of life. It's a hard thing to accept. Not everyone is going to like you in life. We all get rejected by partners, rejected for jobs, even rejected from your trial for a sport teams or a musical audition you auditioned for. There are so many places someone can be rejected. You might go apply for something, it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. So it's a bitter pill to swallow, but one that we all have to taste in life. Remember that the more you focus on handling it well, the better you'll become at handling it well. If you can deal with rejection from a partner, then dealing with it from a job will be a bit easier. Especially if you audition for something, there are so many competitions going on right now. There is Nigerian Idol, there is The Voice, there is Big Brother. There are so many competitions, reality TV shows, and not everyone that auditioned was accepted. Not everyone was accepted. So let me just do a brief and round up with this. Rejection is just as much part of your success as actual success is. If you didn't have the lows, you wouldn't know how good the high feels. So try not to be disheartened by the minor setback because something major could be just around the corner. Maybe this time they didn't see it in you what you wanted them to see, but that doesn't mean there is not someone who will. I believe with these few tips of mine, I'm able to convince you and not to confuse you that life is good and life is meant to be enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So I'll catch you up on my next tip. Bye.